Hey, welcome to Macro Crazy, you greedy capitalist pigs. We're going to talk about a few things that are related, but our primary focus is more comments from Nouriel Roubini, aka Dr. Doom. So, there's a few things I want to highlight from his comments, but just keep in mind they're all interrelated, they're all dependent on each other, one feeds into the other. Okay, moving on. Private sector debt and basically all debt. What he's talking about is the mountains of debt that's been accumulated, mortgages, credit card, auto loans, student loans, personal debt. You have corporate debt, all kinds of corporate debt, actually. Government debt, that's like Fed, state, and local, and includes like implicit debts like pensions, and healthcare obligations. Well, that number is massive. If you look at the global number, even that's frightening. Private debt plus public debt, that number in 1999 was 200%. In 2021, that number is over 350%. That's globally. In the US, it's 420%. That is absolutely frightening. And that's just a result of decades of overborrowing for all kinds of reasons. Quantitative easing by central banks around the world really contributed to this because they masked the level of debt. Because, in many cases, the nominal rate was actually negative. There were negative mortgages in Scandinavian countries, zero negative, that's basically zero cost debt. So realistically, there are many institutions, possibly even governments, corporations, local government, whatever, that are carrying unsustainable levels of debt that was able to be hidden because interest rates were very low or zero or even negative. But now that the central banks have been forced to raise rates, that's basically exposing a lot of people that were basically like zombies. They were there. They were able to service their debt when the rate was 1% or half a percent or zero. But at 3, 4, 5% or possibly more, they have no hope of sustaining that long term, and so there will be a lot of defaults. Along with those defaults, though, you can also expect higher levels of inflation. You might ask why, because you might think, oh, well, the central banks are crushing inflation right now. No, when the financial crash comes, and this is what Rubini is arguing, when the crash comes, then that will force the central banks to back off their inflation fight and just live with higher inflation. Okay, I think that's enough of Dr. Doom for today. Good summary. Yeah, he's still predicting a crash, and we'll have to see if he's right. But I'm not going to go ahead and cover the remaining releases from the back end of the week. I think the market was driven by Powell comments. The bias is higher, and that's what we saw. I'll post my normal preview video for the week coming up tomorrow night. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, definitely consider subscribing, liking, commenting. You know the deal. Okay, good luck, folks.